or good evening or good morning, victorious ones. Good afternoon, good evening. Hello, victorious ones. I'm over here live on the Facebook community. It's your coach, Monica Stokes, y'all. As I was about to record this video, Holy Spirit led me to do a live. So I said, okay, God, I'm rolling with you. I'm rolling with you. And this is the message I have for y'all on this beautiful, wonderful, fabulous Friday. It's Friday. We made it to Friday on today. God was speaking to me today, and I was just, y'all, because I talk to God all day long, just like I come on here and talk to y'all. And this is the revelation that I believe that I got from the conversation I was having with God. God said, as you have developed, matured, and I'm still developing and still maturing because I'm still living life right. But God was just giving me or connecting the dots from my life how self improvement happened. So I'm speaking from my heart, and I always tell y'all this. I'm speaking from my heart to direct it to your heart so that you know as you're healing, as you're developing, as you're getting out of the brokenness, as you're breaking loose of toxicity, as you breaking loose to become the individual whom God called you to be, that's how I speak from that standpoint, y'all. Okay. So God said, because I was talking, like I said, talking to God, y'all. I'm trying to get release this thing. But I want y'all to really get the full perspective about what my heart is saying to your heart on today. And as much as I wanted to change the title, not use the word demand, I said, nah, this one of them, I'm about to be bold and put it out there. Demand self respect to yourself. I said it. You know how we expect to get respect from our kids, our whomever, wherever we at. We just demand or we feel like we supposed to have it. And yes, we are supposed to have respect or receive respect. But we can't expect to think that people gonna treat us the way we want them to treat us. I said what I said. No matter how much you try to finagle that thing or change the perspective or the minds of somebody, it's not our job or our assignment to do that. That's God. That's God handiwork. Okay, but listen to me now. It's through us demanding the self-respect to ourselves that we groom ourselves not to settle to be disrespected. And I said it. And I'm saying this thing with so much compassion and with love because I want y'all to get the gist of this message today, okay? Because God just was speaking to me today. And I knew to use the word demand. Because this you self-reflecting on you, okay? It ain't about how everybody else treated you, how they treating you. God to take care of them. But God also needs you to understand the respect that you need to carry within yourself. I said it. And he needs you to carry it within yourself. That way it'll go with you. Okay? You don't need to just have respect because there's a title on your name. Okay? You don't need to have respect because of the worldly standards on how much money you make or how lavishly abundant you look because of the materialistic things that you have. I said it. Or like I said, are the titles that the world may put on you. I want you to break that mindset for you that's watching this video that feel like you're not worthy enough because this is the mindset God has given me, y'all. But it was all through a process, okay? But you get in this process with me so you will know that you don't have to wait on the titles of the world to tell you that you're not worthy enough to have self-respect. And when I say self-respect, I'm not saying that you're gonna be this loud person. Oh, you can't talk to me like that, or da, 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 or you battling back and forth. No, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this when you demanding self-respect for yourself. You like, you know what, self? Yeah, I did this to myself. This you talking to you. This conversation you doing with you. I put myself in this relationship. I put myself in this friendship that ain't working out for me. I put myself in this environment, whatever that environment is, I know God is not sending me here because it's toxic. It's not building me up. It's you talking to yourself. You just know because God gives us that sense of discernment. And often, y'all, I don't know for you, we can get so used to toxicity. Come on now, that you be like, this how I'm just gonna stay. I'm always supposed to be like this. And I learned this. If we maintain a mindset of I'm always gonna be like this. This how I'm gonna be. That's how you gonna be. And that's how your mindset gonna stay. And it's sad to say I've been around individuals that are like older and I hear them say that. And I'm so grateful God has taught me that that's not the mindset to keep. We always supposed to be learning and growing and receiving it. And often I want to look at individuals when I hear them say that and tell them exactly what I'm telling y'all. But then that's when God be like, mm-mm. Your assignment is not Coach Monica right now. Your assignment is whatever that assignment is at that moment, at that place where I'm at. Okay. So that's what we have to also check, how God allows us to pour, right? Okay, that was for somebody, I guess. That's that demanding that self-respect, though, is you saying this, you being real with yourself. That's the only way you gonna grow. The only way I'm going to continue to grow. The only way I am going to grow is to self-reflect. Like, there's something about me. I said, is you talking to yourself? Nah. I'm talking to you about you talking to yourself. There's something about me, or something about my mind, or something about my heart why I keep settling. Is you talking to you? Because God has greater for you. I'm telling y'all what I know. Not telling you something I read out of a book. I'm telling you something I know. I was self-reflecting today on my life from 8 years ago to where I'm at now, y'all. Make a long story short, I moved to currently where I'm located at, a town I never had no idea what it was about. I just knew I had to move here for a situation I had to get myself out of, right? But it was God getting me out of. So I moved here. God planted me here. And I just forever just thought, why am I here, God? I don't have any blood relatives here. Making excuses, right? And God said, because I needed to plant you here. Because I needed you to get an understanding. All you need is me. And I said, okay. And it's when I finally realized that 4 years ago, y'all, got off that merry-go-round of life of excuses, that God changed my story. He was waiting on me. The author was waiting on me. So that's the same thing with you. God is waiting on you to change your story by you changing your mindset. So whenever I'm saying to your heart right now, demand respect to yourself. If right now you can think of a situation, whatever it is for you, this is about you now. I want you to self-reflect. And you like, I just been in this situation for so long and it ain't changing or working for me. I've been and do whatever it is for you. It's like what I said. I don't want to dig too deep because, like I said, it ain't about Monica Stokes. It's about you. So I want you to think about that. A thing in your life, and you like, I feel stuck. Ain't nothing changing. Is it your perspective that need to change? And if it's your perspective that need to change, you at the right video. It's time for you to get with you and demand respect for yourself. Meaning, love you. You don't have to love to feel like you got to put yourself in any situation that is not growing you, that is not developing you. And is it scary sometimes? Listen to me now. Is it scary sometimes to put your foot, like if you got a pool and you putting your foot in that water and you don't know how to swim? God say, it's okay, but I need you to put your foot in that water. That's what God said. That's what God said. I need you to put your foot in. Stop sitting on the side and just looking. When he like basically saying, try. You got to take the steps. Come on. In order to see that change. So demand the respect by you getting with you and like you really reflect, y'all. Like, it's me. It's my mindset. That's why I'm staying here. That's why ain't nothing changing for me. And it's okay if you don't quite understand where your mindset needs to be, because that's why God has placed you as a victorious one. That's why God placed you. He just put me as the willing vessel on the assignment to help your mindset, because that's how he built me to become and still becoming the individual who I am supposed to be. So that's the same for you. We're not supposed to be the same individuals that's lost, confused, damaged. I said it, broken, depressed. No, 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 no. And God is the one that's going to restore your mind. God is the one that's going to fix your broken heart. But it's going to take you to be accountable, holding self accountability, doing the work. And when I say do the work, I'm talking about what you're doing right now. Being intentional, like I got to watch a video that's going to feed me. Just like we have to eat certain foods because that's how you get your fuel. That's how you going to get that soul right. Because I'm telling you, that's how it happened for me. And I at first didn't think my root system was growing. But this is why I didn't think it. And it's probably for you too, y'all. No, it is for you too. It's because first God got to dig up all that old stuff, all that toxicity. He got to like basically detoxify us off of that old way, because he like, you keep running back to the old stuff. Come on now, to be whole, because you numbing the pain. And God like, no, 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 no. I need you to detoxify yourself off of all of that stuff you selling for, where you don't feel like you can speak up for yourself, when you don't feel like you're worthy enough, when you don't feel like you're confident enough, when you don't feel like you got a purpose on your life, and you got this label on you. And God said, you got that label on you because you allowed the world to put that label on you, because you allowed yourself to put that label on you. And you like, you know what? And I did. But now it's my turn to show myself that I can do this. Because that's the season I am living, y'all. I remember I prayed certain prayers 8 years ago, and I'm living in them prayers. Glory be to God. When I thought it wasn't possible for me, glory be to God. And it was God that did it. But God was waiting on me to get the tools, the knowledge, and to activate it. And when I say activate it, I mean you got to take the steps. And you're not going to be out here by yourself. That's why he sends certain kingdom ambassadors to speak to your heart and your life and to lead and guide you. Because I'm so grateful for the army. I said it, of kingdom ambassadors who God put in place to help me along my journey. I said it, I call it an army. My kingdom army. And you got a kingdom army too backing you up. So you don't have to feel like you got to stay stuck, king or queen that's watching this video. And you demand respect for yourself. It's time for you to stop crying over that same stuff that keeping you stuck. It's time for you to stop feeling like you have to attach yourself to people, places, and things that is not your identity. You feel weird when you're in these certain environments. You feel weird being in them certain relationships, meaning you're not even yourself. You done lost who you are. You done lost that smile. You done lost that joy. You done lost that laugh. But God said it's time for time for you to find you again. And not only are you gonna find who you're supposed to be, but God is gonna refine you. Refine you. That's what God do. He gonna make you a version of you, and you're gonna be like, wow. But God said He need time with you. Come on, God need time with you in order to shine you up. That's like taking some jewelry to a jewelry store that's not fixed, like it's broken. You have to go to the specialized place. So that's like God saying to you, you got to go to Him, and He gonna refine you and fix you. I said it. He gonna refine you and fix you. But it's up to us to go to the refiner, God. It's up to us to go to the refiner. The refiner is not stuff that's breaking you down. The refiner is not places connected to your purpose. The refiner is not things adding onto your pain. The refiner is not the old you. The refiner is God making you beautiful from them ashes. Beauty from them ashes. That's what God do. And you're gonna surprise yourself because you're gonna have such a boldness about yourself. However God do it for you. Like today I was talking. I was like, this I'm not I be trying to whisper y'all, but my voice is travel. It's loud. I didn't have a loud voice like this before I became the person God needed me to be. And it's glory be to God because it was for the purposes of who He made me. Yes, it's for the purpose of how He made me. Is why my voice is a little louder. But anyway, all is well. All of it is already in you. You just got to discover that part of you. And when you discover that part of you, you're going to be like, I'm so grateful because I love the person that God has made me be. And I don't, for this, you talking to yourself. And I'm so grateful I didn't have to wait on people to validate me. I'm so grateful of the promises of God. And God said, I had them promises waiting on you. But I was waiting on you to be faithful to them promises that you need to make to yourself. And if y'all ain't never seen me speak on that, I did that about 3 years ago. I made a list of promises to myself. And you do that too. Get you out a sheet of paper and a pen and write you out some promises to yourself. That's how you're going to demand, come on, that self-respect for yourself. I said it. It ain't respect from nobody else. No, no, no. We ain't talking about them. We talking about you. Are you respecting yourself enough to be able to use the word no, and no being a whole complete answer? Where you do not have to validate your moves. You don't got to talk about your moves. You let your moves talk for themselves. When people see you, they be like, "Oh, you don't work there anymore. Oh, you don't do that anymore." You be like, "Mm-mm," and that be your answer. Even if they're trying to get in depth to find out more information, you just like, all is well. God just doing a new thing, and I'm moving with God. So you shift and you move with God for your life. Don't shift and be moved by how the world tried to label you. Don't be shifted or moved on how you felt like you was going to be stuck. Don't be shifted or moved feeling like you have to settle, because you will stay there. God say no. He needs you to get up. I said this on one of my videos. I'm going to say it on this one. Dust yourself off and try again, because ain't none of us perfect, but we're all purposed. Everything God created has a purpose, including you. If nobody ain't never told you, including you. And we be so distracted, not knowing what our purpose is, because we be worrying about what other people think. Am I telling the truth? Because that was me. Didn't know what my purpose was, because God said you so distracted by settling. You so distracted because you letting that flesh. You so distracted because you letting them labels of the world tell you that's how you always gonna be. But the moment I dusted myself off and tried again and didn't look back, and that's the other key, the don't look back. Even when your past come to knocking in all kind of ways, you can't look back. You can't go back. Because God said, I didn't reveal too much of me to you. That's how God do too. He'll start revealing you to you so much of how real he is. Cause God said, it ain't no going back. Cause I didn't showed you who I am. And I've showed you what I didn't put in you and what's capable for you. And it's the power he put within you, and it gives you so much resilience. You be like, I did overcome that. And God said you did. And this is what God do. He said you passed it. So you know what? I'm about to level you up. So you gotta pass the test. That's like in school, just like in life with driving or whatever. You gotta pass the test. Come on now to move to the next level. So why not want the keys, the knowledge? Listen to me now, to get the keys to open up to your new door. Cause that's what I'm learning in life. God had them keys ready for us, dangling right in our face. I'm talking about this knowledge. But you got to be able to access them by taking them keys, putting it in the lock, and turning it. That's action. I know they got the fancy keys now where you can just press the button and the car start, but I'm talking about old school. You gotta put a key in the car, turn it on, crank, crank, and you gotta put your foot on the gas to move it. That's the same thing with our life. Come on. Nothing happened for me until I decided to get up and make it happen. Nothing happened for me. And when I say make it happen, I did it in my secret place. This is not stuff you're gonna be talking about. This gonna be your assignment. You gonna be, let me grab me some pen. Let me grab me some paper. Cause I know I gotta get them keys and that knowledge that Coach Monica speaking to me, because I know it worked. And you gotta know that it's gonna work for you. You gotta not be scared. You can't be timid. God said he ain't gave you no spirit of fear anyway. I said it. So you walk in that fullness that he didn't already called you to be. However he tell you to do it. Because we all got a different walk and a different talk when he recreate us. We ain't supposed to be the same. You're supposed to be new. So demand that self-respect for yourself. You have to stop settling. You have to stop allowing what other people opinion about you to even matter. I said it. Especially if it's not constructive and they don't even know you like that. I said it. I said it. And it don't have a number on it too. I wanted to tell y'all that too. Wisdom does not have a number on it. Wisdom is based on us in life receiving the lessons we learn from, I use the word tragedy, trials, and tests. That's how that wisdom get good. I said it. He'll pour so much wisdom in you out of them tests and trials. You'll be like, oh, now I know why I had to go through that. Because he give you so much wisdom. And it's gonna just be pouring out of you, and you're gonna be like, where that come from? God gonna say, you remember that test and that trial that you passed easy breezy? And God gonna say this to you like he said to me. You passed the easy breezy because you kept having to repeat that test and you got tired. Think about it like this, y'all. Say you in kindergarten, right? And however old, and you're like, oh my, and it's not about people, but I'm about to just let it speak from my heart. You're like, I'm just staying here. I'm not moving on. But you getting older and you still stuck in kindergarten. That's about life too. I said it. You don't want to be stuck in kindergarten in your mindset and not be moving levels in your life. I'm talking about you honestly see the outside of your life changing. That changes when you're inside, the knowledge changing. But when it happens for you doing it for God, listen to me now, God gonna make sure that you're approved for that new level. I said it. So this ain't stuff like I said that you always posting about and doing all in public. Nah. God seeing if you really using his knowledge, taking the keys and taking action. So you're not meant to stay broken. You ain't meant to sit there and let yourself be a doormat. And I'm not saying that you're gonna be like no rude or no boisterous person. But when I learned within myself to have self-respect for myself, meaning not feeling like I gotta have this label on myself about being in relationships and all of that, I said it. Cause that's how the society make it look like. Oh, cause you a single mama. I said it, our daddy with kids, you got to be in a relationship. Now, God probably ain't called us to do that in that season. I'm gonna stop sugarcoating this thing because I said probably, and God said nah, He ain't. God called us to become whole and healed from them relationships and that toxicity we kept putting ourselves in. That way, we can really understand who we are called to be and how we are called to level up. That way, we won't have no excuses or no distractions. I said it. In the last 4 years, this is the longest in my whole adult lifestyle. I have been completely single. I'm talking about in these relationships, and I'm so grateful because it's in these 4 years that God helped level my brain up and level my life up. And I know that's where He needed me to be. So that's the same for you. If God is speaking to you in that area, we got to stop being distracted by the labels of the world. Our kingdom spouse gonna come, but they gonna be kingdom like we are. But we don't have to settle. We don't got to train them on how to treat us. Because God said in this season, train yourself how to treat yourself with respect. I said it. Train yourself how to have self-respect for yourself. And that's not stuff people or society like to talk about. But we talk about real growth and real transformation. Yeah, self-respect is not being a doormat. Self-respect is not allowing whomever to have access to you. Come on. I said it. So on today, I want you to evaluate your life and think about any and all areas. And I'm going to say that thing one more time. I want you to evaluate, reflect, think about any and all areas in your life when you like, I gotta stand up for this. I gotta fix it. Now I'm not talking about standing up like you no. Standing up is like God keep telling me I need to shift. I gotta stop being scared. The possibilities happen for me when I really start believing the impossible. The possibilities came possible for me when I didn't let fear be my identity. The possible came possible for me when I ain't wait on nobody to give me the green light but God. And God said, I kept giving you the signs. Come on, the green light, go. The green light there and your car still sitting there. God, like, no, go. Go and be the full person He called you to be. Go and be the confident you who God called you to be. Stop allowing yourself to be damaged because you allowing toxicity to be your title. Come on. And this stuff you don't talk about, but this stuff you know to be true because you settle. And God say, no, I have not called you to live below who I told you that you are. A king and a queen to the king. I said it. So treat yourself as such. I said it. You royalty. So we need to live like we royalty. I said it, y'all. So stop expecting less from yourself. Stop treating yourself as if you do not like God is not gonna give you the best because He gives us the best, but we have to access the best, appreciate the best, appreciate it definitely. Don't forget that. Appreciate each and everything God do for you, no matter how mediocre it may seem to anybody else. To you, it may mean the world because you're gonna remember a season you prayed for what God has given you. It may seem small to somebody else, but you're gonna be like, God did it. So you continue to grow and develop. Those of you looking for a personal life coach, glory be to God. I am a certified life coach for the kingdom of God. And what that means is I am certified through my coach, Latoya Okia. I take classes and courses behind the scenes, y'all. So I don't just come on here and do videos without receiving the knowledge and living it. Because God has a way of testing his kingdom ambassadors. Y'all see how I said that thing? Testing. We go through the test. But he always gives us the answer to triumph over them. And that's why I'm on here, y'all, to tell you it's possible for you too. Because I'm going to say this before I go. Because my mindset used to be so stuck. Like, it ain't possible for me. I'm always going to live like this. I'm always going to settle like this. My bank account always going to look like this. That was me. But God changed it. Because he was like, I needed you to change this. I needed you to change this. And in the process of changing both, now it's time for you to take that thing and work it and take action. And you can't have distractions in the way. You can't have distractions in the way. Because God said he needs your full attention for what he's doing for you. Full attention. Full attention. And the more that you honestly demand self-respect for yourself, it's gonna, things that you want is gonna be attracted to you. Whatever it is. In a way, in a respectful way. Whatever it is. The rest of that stuff is not going to even be important to you because you're going to be able to block out that negativity or the things that's not pertaining to your growth. You're going to be able to be like, I'm not going to even allow that access to my soul. Because it's something I said to my sister Leticia today when I was talking to her. I said, this you talking to yourself too. Not today. I'm not going to allow that, whatever it is that is not pertaining to your growth, to penetrate your soul. So I'm speaking that to all us on today as we go into this wonderful weekend. Not today. If it ain't pertaining to my soul growing, I don't need it messing up my seed of growth. I don't need it to mess up with the beautiful sweet fruit that God is growing on my tree. Is you talking to you? I don't want that bitter stuff. So I'm going to be real particular what I allow myself to get within my soul. I mean, blocking it out, not giving it access. Because you like, I work too hard to get this sweet fruit. I work too hard. So you going to know how to maintain it, okay? And if y'all are looking to book a one-on-one session with me, glory be to God. I have clients that's been booking. Y'all, please book with me, okay? I don't come on here just for entertainment at all. It's purpose work. Purpose to let you know you don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to stay on that merry-go-round at that park. And when you get off of that merry-go-round, you feel sick. What you do? Get back on it. A child, do that. God said, get off the merry-go-round. And it's okay to play sometimes. That's not what I'm saying. That merry-go-round of life, where you sick and tired and sick, and you not using the tools and the knowledge. It's a choice. And once I learned that key too, it's a choice. You look at successful individuals that's living for God, it's because they chose it. They didn't choose their old life. They didn't choose their old mindset. They didn't choose the fear. They did not choose the opinions of other people. They choose to put their head down. Come on and do the work. And it's when I put my head down and I did the work, God say, okay, I see you doing the work. Now I'm about to work that thing with you. So let God work that thing with you. Don't wait on nobody else to get on your team. God on your team. When people see me with my 4 teenage young men. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say this before I go. I was just at the barbershop with them. So I dropped them off and let them get their haircuts. And then I came back and I was sitting down. There was a gentleman sitting by me. He said, you could tell they raised right. And in my soul, that thing, he just kept talking to me. And I was just quiet as he was speaking. It's because God has a way of revealing to us, come on, the fruit of our work, with us even have to talking about it, us having to overthink it. So allow the fruit of your life to start manifesting, but you got to start watering that fruit with the right things. Come on. Because God has a way, y'all, listen to me now, to chopping down, cut down, and burn down that old tree of you. That's what he do. That's that beauty from ashes. When he cut down that old tree of you, because God say, I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to burn it down. Now you about to do the work because I'm going to grow that seed of you seeking me for understanding. But God say, you can't allow access to the old you. Because I didn't cut that tree down, burnt it. Now it's time to make beauty from that thing. And that's what he do. He made beauty from that thing. And you don't see them roots growing. But God be like, because I'm going to see how long you going to really water that seed of that new you. God said, I'm going to see. Because he need us to be faithful to what we talking about we want to be, not playing with him. But it's when you really do it and you water it, y'all, over time, you going to see the new you flourish. And you going to be like, I got to keep going. Because if this only the beginning, if this the only the beginning, because you like, I demanded respect for myself, meaning I didn't stay stuck. I didn't allow my past to be my identity. This you just being real with you. Not you worrying about the real of what everybody else think about you. I said it like that in my southern slang. What everybody else think about you. You like, nah, it's time for me to face me and become who God purposed me to be. And that's when you get free. That's when you get free. Free. So y'all be free over here. That's what God said. We are no longer victims of our past. We are his victorious ones. To book a session with me. I think I sidetracked all that thing about 3 times, didn't I, y'all? Y'all click the link after I end this live here on Facebook and also on my YouTube community. And I have a website. I'm so excited because I'm going to go actually this week. After I get off this video, I'm actually going to go in and update my website, y'all, because God is something else. So, and I never knew I could do that. See, I had to not let fear and all that. And God said, you're going to learn how to build that website. So last year I made my website, but I'm about to go on there and I'm gonna be working on my website. So you can't be so distracted that you don't even knew it was possible for you. That website sites y'all see, thevictoriousone.com. I built that with the wisdom God given me and thing. I built that. I built it. I didn't have no IT tech build that website. God helped me do that. Glory be to God. So I'm gonna go update some things on that. But y'all book your first free one-on-one session with me because God is growing the victorious ones. I get to hear the testimonies behind my clients, y'all. I get to hear it and I get to see y'all. I had one text me yesterday and I couldn't do nothing but tell her how proud of her that I am. She texts me about a movie I need to watch, Moses on Netflix. So hey, I'm like, I'm so proud of you. You talking about growth stuff. Telling me what I may need to watch, suggestions. I said, God, you good. It make me feel good to know that y'all growing. Y'all are like my babies, by the way. When I get to hear that y'all growing, y'all receiving the information, and that y'all putting y'all head down and you doing the work and you really demanding. Come on, not only respect for yourself, but you demanding a change on your life because you like no longer will I stay. Come on, in bondage. No longer will I keep that broken identity on me. No longer. No longer. It's time for me to shift. That's you talking to you. It's time for me to shift so I can really see them promises of God because it's beautiful over here in the kingdom. I said it. And I still know there's more for me to access. And it's only the beginning. I'm so grateful that it's only the beginning because I'll be able to be on here not only testifying to y'all heart, but y'all will be able to see it and y'all will be able to access it too. The more I'm learning and growing, listen to me now, it's getting on your tree too. But first, you got to allow God to cut down that old tree and burn it. So are you going to let God cut down that old tree and burn it so you can allow God to grow you a new seed? Come on, you receiving the seed from God of growth, putting it where God needs you to be planted. Come on, here on the victorious ones. Water it with the information and knowledge. Come on, allow the root system to grow, and to receive it and see the root system to grow, you have to be consistent. You got to be consistent. And when I say being consistent, I mean the keys that I teach y'all, like on today, the key that I gave you is make a list to yourself about promises to yourself. And your promise list to yourself is not going to look like mine. That's why you got to get in your secret place and your hiding place and get with you and write you out some promises to you. Say, I promise I will no longer, whatever it means or whatever you need to do for you. And you keep that list and you work off of that thing. You got to work somewhere. That's what I mean by work. And if you need one-on-one help with that, that's what I do. That's what I specialize in. To help y'all with goals, action plans, that's what God built me to do. Because I did the work and still do, but through me already knowing how to do it, through it working through my life, I can help y'all do the same thing, okay? So book your first free consultation session with me. on my website. So all that'll be linked in the comments to this video. And like I said, I'm so excited about seeing the growth of y'all. Y'all just don't know. It's a beautiful thing. And I love reading y'all comments over here. I see Francis over here. Y'all welcome to the live. I really don't look at these comments when I because I'll be trying to release the message. I'm already getting sidetracked a lot of times, right? My beautiful sister Rachel is on here, y'all. And if y'all have not subscribed to Rachel's YouTube channel, please do. I'm gonna put the link to her YouTube on here as well. It's Testimonies with Rachel. And I had my testimony actually on her YouTube channel. I had the pleasure of being a guest on her channel. So y'all, come on, that's a Kingdom connection for you. Okay? Y'all get on her channel as well. And my near and dear friend, Miss Juanita, is on here as well. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for sowing your time into my baby. This. I have 5 babies. I got my 4 teenage young men and the victorious ones. Y'all are my babies. This is what I feed. This is what I give my attention to. So I don't be having room for nothing else that ain't pertaining to that. All right, y'all. Y'all be encouraged. And y'all continue to grow, continue to learn. I'm going to be on here obedient as God led me. Like I said, I was about to record a video and God say, nah, get on there and do a live. I said, okay. I said, okay. See, that's out of that fear, out of you feeling like you can't do it. So I did it. Perfect? No, purposed. And that's the same with you. Don't worry about nobody. Worry about how you growing it. Let God do that work. But you got to do what's required of you. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. And last but not least, if y'all have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. It's Monica Stokes. So y'all subscribe. And it's been your coach, your mentor, and your motivational speaker. Glory be to God, Monica Stokes.